How's it going, guys? Your old pal Bob Ganoush here. So for those of you who've been following my channel the last couple of years, know that I've been driving around a sweet little Acura TL Type S. The car has served me very well over the last 8 or 9 years. I've put over 172,000 miles on that car. The only major things that have happened to it is I've had to replace mechanical parts that have worn out. So that car has served me really well. It's done the job. However, sad to say, it was time to upgrade, time to get something new, and time to get something more applicable to the off-beaten places that I go to, and also something that I can kind of incorporate into the camping and the backpacking that I do regularly. So, lo and behold, I decided to get a new car. Yes, a sweet new car. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road Edition. Needless to say, I am super excited about this truck. You know, I wanted to make sure I got the four-wheel drive and everything. I got the 4 doors with me as well, so especially with all my friends and everything, as well as just being able to put my equipment actually inside the truck, I wanted to have those capabilities. So why don't we go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around. So yeah, this thing is beautiful. So they got the full off-road wheels, off-road tires. I believe they're the Wrangler all-terrain with the Kevlar reinforced side wheels. It is lifted just a little bit from the standard base model. Obviously, given the TRD off-road and everything, it's got the the 4 low, 4 high, but they have some awesome additional features to go with it. Inside the tailgate here, they do have the extension rack, which is, I thought it was really nice, and they do put down a really nice rubber mat down on the bed there, so especially I don't have things scraping up, sliding all over the place. If I have to climb inside there as well, it just makes it a little bit easier on my knees. They do have the light up top here as well, which is an LED light, so this tailgate gets pretty nice and bright. Yeah, I've been driving around the last couple weeks and I've been super impressed with it so far. So why don't we go ahead, hop inside, and take a look at it from there. So all right, guys, all inside here, really nice interior. I'm sitting here at 5'10", and I have plenty of room above my head. Now, one thing I will knock against Toyota, they put all this beautiful technology and all these new upgrades into the new Tacoma, and yet they still have manual seats. So I have to literally still jack the thing up manually. I don't have the electronic maneuverability or anything like that. So that's one knock that I have, but otherwise I've been very happy with it so far. So coming on down, you have 2 cup holders sitting here, which is really nice. You do have a third sitting back here with the small little storage spot, fully automatic with the hand parking brake. I like having the hand parking brake as opposed to the electronic. Coming on up to the dash over here as well. It's a push start sitting over here. Obviously you have the dial here switching between standard rear wheel drive, and as well you do have your 4 high and also your 4 low on there as well. Standard buttons when it comes to turning on the AC or the heat inside the car. Of course, your hazard light sitting up top there. This thing does not come with heated seats. However, that wasn't something I was really too concerned about. I do plan on putting an automatic starter in the car, so I figured during the winter, putting an automatic starter, getting it warmed up that way, I don't need to have the heated seats to begin with. If you also look down on the bottom here, you do have this button called ECT Power. This is basically an electronic boost to the transmission, so it helps you get better acceleration. Now this button right here is actually a pretty cool feature. You see this space down below? So if I actually put my cell phone down here and hit this button, this is actually a wireless charging base for your cell phone. Now have the understanding that your phone has to be compatible with wireless charging in order for it to work, which certainly mine is. So having that feature there is also really nice. Over here, they do, of course, have their USB as well as their auxiliary adapter sitting right there. So whether you have a USB connector or you have your auxiliary cable to plug into your iPod or your iPhone and listen to your music, they do give you that option. So why don't we go ahead and start it up so you can take a look at the whole navigation screen and everything. And again, it's a simple little push button. You're going to push the brake in, and then you're going to push the engine start button. And it fires up right away for you. So of course they have all the different things. What it's going to do is it's going to pop up this screen right away. Obviously I have the audio screen over here. If I push this, I can then select the source of the audio. By pushing the home button back and I push on the GPS screen, it opens up to the whole navigation screen. So very easy buttons on the side, very easy to utilize. I love the simplicity of this as well. You do have all the apps and everything that you can go to. You can, of course, connect it with the eTune app, I believe it's called, for your phone, and actually download more apps and be able to get some more updates and things. So really cool how you can kind of customize the interface. I love the simplicity of it as well. Very, very simple to use, very, very user-friendly. Really, really like that aspect. Sitting in the dash here, you do have a really nice electronic computer. So by pushing from there, obviously it has the electronic mile per hour gauge. I could scroll down, it does average fuel economy, just typical information from there. As well as I can scan across, has a compass sitting in there as well. Tire pressure gauge. It also, of course, has the pitch and roll calculator in there. You know, they just really set this thing up to be a really, really nice and simple, very user-friendly interface, but a fully featured interface as well. So really good on their part. And of course, last but not least, coming on down here, you do have the tailgate light on the side here. You can keep it off, open with the doors, or you can have it run on all the time. I leave it open with the doors just to be on the safe side with things. In the back here, you do have the AC. You do actually have an AC outlet in the tailgate of the truck. So you can turn on and turn off that AC outlet if you need to run some lights, if you need to power a generator, plug in a radio, whatever the case may be. And this little button over here, this is just to open and close the rear window. Instead of being a manual rear window as they have been in the past with most pickup trucks, this is now actually a powered rear window. They just have the regular cloth seats as well. Now I do really like that. This is an off-road tuned vehicle. So having the leather, tossing in my backpacking equipment, you know, I actually kind of prefer the cloth with all this different stuff that I toss into my car. And that's so I don't beat up the leather, I don't scrape it up tossing my backpack in there or my trekking poles or my hiking boots. So these are just going to withstand the rigor of everything that I do. So as of course I said before, this is the TRD Off-Road. So they have some off-road features and some technology built into the car, which enables it to perform better in off-road conditions rather than just using the 4 high or the 4 low solely by themselves. So if you look up top here, first of all, sitting up top here on this one little button right here, you do have the rear locking differential. I thought that is really, really great. You certainly can turn all the traction control on and off, of course. However, these two buttons is what I really want to talk about. One over here, you have the multi-terrain selection. From there, you're also going to use this dial. And what that will do is basically hit that button, you turn the dial accordingly. And basically, you're going to be able to choose the kind of terrain you're going to go through. So rocky, mud, if they're talking about, you know, sandy situations as well, you can customize that kind of situation. And then, of course, over here, they have the all-famous crawl control. This is a really cool feature. I have yet to use it at all, but it's something that I look forward to possibly experiencing in the future. Basically, you hit that button, you turn this dial depending on the speed that you want the vehicle to move at, and the car essentially drives itself. Now, you still have to man the steering wheel, but the car will activate the gas and will activate the brake all by itself, really feeling each and every tire, you know, how they're slipping, and being able to dictate how much power to each and every single wheel. I think that's really, really cool. Just in case you get yourself stuck in the mud, stuck yourself in the sand, at least you know you can enable the crawl control and work your way out of a hairy situation. And again, because this car is really geared towards the off-road community, they do have one cool feature, which I know I'm happy about because I have this product already. they do have a nice little GoPro mount sitting up top there. Nice and simple. It's just one of the slide locks, so you can snap it right in, snap it right off. Whether you want it turned back towards you to film something in the car, or you want it turned out to the off-road to experience, what's out in front of you in the terrain that you're driving on. Really cool idea on their part. Why don't I go ahead, hop in the back seat so you guys can take a look at that as well. All right, so hopping into the back seat here. As you can see, I do have plenty of room. You know, I'm 5'10", 155. I'm not the biggest person in the world. You know, I have an okay amount of knee room. I don't have a lot, just enough to be comfortable back here. If I were someone over 6 feet tall, certainly this might be a little bit tight. I don't plan on having a lot of people back here, but I do plan on obviously getting together with my friends and everything, so I wanted to make sure to have the 4-door. Now, one thing you probably notice is I do not have a headrest over here. So you can actually remove the headrests or tilt them down if you want to. I decided to remove them so I can have a little bit of a clearer picture looking out of the back window here. Coming inside, if I pull on this little lever up top, obviously you can see behind the seat you do have some pretty good gear storage, and on the back of the seat it is plastic paneling, so that way I can completely fold down the seats flat. I have a hard shell in there, so if I'm tossing equipment back here, I'm not destroying the cloth seats. Underneath the seat as well, you do have some extra gear storage down here. Really nice and convenient. It goes across the entire bench. On the opposite side is going to be your jack and everything to obviously pop off the spare tire. And of course, in all 4 doors, including the 2 front doors as well, you do have double cup holders and some decent storage space down here. Again, they really, went over some of the small fine-tuned details and really made things nice and accommodating. I hate cars with limited cup holders. You know, I like to keep some water bottles in my car in case I'm going on a last-minute day hike. So being able to have some of the extra water bottle holders, keep some extra water bottles just to be on the safe side, really cool part. You know, again, it's the little things. It's the little things you appreciate. Coming on back to the tailgate, they do have the easy drop tailgate, so it's nice and slow, it's nice and controlled instead of just slamming down on you. Obviously, this whole gate and everything, the whole extender gate, can get lifted up and extend the bed if you need to. Inside over here, you do have your AC plug sitting right there. You do have some gear storage on the other side. And then, of course, you do have some extra gear storage on that side as well. Obviously, you have all your hooks and your lashing points in the back here as well. So all in all, I'm super happy I got this truck, really geared towards what I want to do with it, as well as being able to also kind of put it together with a lot of the camping and backpacking that I'm doing, exactly along the lines of what I've been looking for. Now, I am going to be doing some awesome upgrades with this thing, which is why I'm kind of starting a nice little mini-series for you guys. I already installed a brand new K&N intake. That video is going to be coming up soon about the install and also the difference between the stock and also the new K&N intake. I'm going to be putting brand new LED headlights in these things as well. Probably some beefier tires on there. And really getting it set up with some of the external lights, some more of the off-road tires, and some of the extra accessories like the tonneau cover, some little things like that. So you guys are going to be joining with me, through those upgrades and through all that customization, and really see how this truck is going to evolve over the next couple months and next couple years. So okay guys, that's about it. Just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the brand new truck. I am so excited I got this thing. I've been loving driving it around the last couple weeks. The new engine sound from the brand new intake is absolutely spectacular. It sounds like a V8 running down the road. You know, that thing's a 3.5 V6. It has 278 horsepower, and I think it's 265 pounds-feet of torque. And I believe it has only about a 3,500 pound towing capacity. I didn't get the towing package, I wanted the off-road package. But I'm so excited about this truck. I'm still kind of learning about it a little bit, getting used to it. I'm used to a more sport style car and having the agility, but needless to say, it's been spectacular so far. So thank you guys so much. I'm super excited to start this mini series and to give you guys an update on some of the customization and the cool trips and places I'm going to be taking that thing on as well. It's just a beautiful piece of machinery. I look forward to having that thing, hopefully for as long as I possibly can, taking some really cool places and get some good experiences. So thank you guys so much for following along. I look forward to keeping you guys updated with all the awesome upgrades I'm going to do with that thing. Make sure you subscribe down below to keep up to date with all my videos. Hit the like button, leave a comment or a question down below for me as well. Don't forget to check out my Instagram page. My link is in the description. Pleasure as always. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Baba Ganoush out.